Hey, what's up guys? It's Dr. P again. I'm going to show you some pro tips on how to appropriately tape for shin splints or shin pain. Okay, so if we bumped something, if we're getting some of those painful shin splints, anything where there's like swelling and inflammation or strain along the muscle or a periosteal reaction, I want to first expose the shin. Okay, so we've got the shin bone right here, just to the outside. We've got this muscle here, this tibialis anterior, very common place for shin splints. We can also have posterior shin splints, which are kind of along the back side. If you run, because you got your shin here on the inside too, it's just not as muscly right here. If you run your fingers just along the inside, you can see that divot. Under there is where you're gonna be wanting to tape. And so we have one strip about this long. You can either put that on the inside. I'm gonna show you just on the front side here. I'm gonna tear an anchor, okay, just about an inch. And I'm gonna put it down here, the shin bone right here. I'm gonna have it just overlapping barely because I do want it to come along the bone and the muscle at the same time, kind of right at the margin between those. I'm gonna fold. I did a little tug that pulls up the backing, and then I'm gonna fold the backing up again without touching the back of the tape. Never wanna touch the back of the tape. And do a little stretch, just a little one, not 100%. And bring this up the rest of the way. The rest of the anchor at the top, I barely wanna have any tension on it, if any at all. So no tension on the anchors if you can help it. Now I have a strip on my tibialis anterior and a little bit on my bone. That's right along where the pain is gonna be. Now I'm gonna take two strips, okay, about this long, that where you could fit a 2-inch piece of tape right on the center right here. Okay, so I have two of these, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a fascial pull. So this is a pro tip. So a little anchor here. When you have shin splints, it's gonna feel better usually when you pull towards the bone. That takes a lot of tension stress off the bone. If I tug away from it, I go, ah, the fascia gets tugged, the muscle gets tugged, and it pulls on the periosteum, and your body doesn't like that. But sometimes that's different. So I always check lower and higher. You may feel two different things. If I tug outward, you see the fascia getting tugged outward. If I tug outward and the person goes, oh my gosh, that's so much better, that's how I'm gonna tape. If I tug inward and they say, oh, that's great, then that's where I'm gonna tape. Sometimes this is the opposite, where I'll tug outward or inward, which is opposite of this guy. Anyway, for mine, most of the time, you're gonna wanna tug inward. So I do a little anchor on the outside. I do a fascial tug really tight, and almost like where I'm pulling everything, and then the anchor is relaxed, okay? Same thing up here. Tug. Anchor, tug, and then relaxed. And that's it. That'll keep you going.